What's up guys, welcome to video 1 of Mornings with Alex. I'm Alex and this is the late afternoon, but I hope to do this around the morning time each day. My plan is to do about 2 to 3 videos per week, and this is a bit of an experiment for me to see if this is something that I enjoy and something that you, the viewer, finds valuable. So a little bit about my background and myself before we get started. I was born in San Francisco in the US, and I lived basically my whole life in the Bay Area. I graduated from UC Berkeley. I studied electrical engineering and computer science, and afterwards I worked in various startups in Silicon Valley. So for about 8 or 9 years I was in a couple different startups. I was involved in mobile gaming, cryptocurrency, short form video, and I've met and worked with some really amazing people. Now in 2019, actually 2018, I moved to Shanghai, so it's been about a year now, and I've been adjusting to life here, and I have some, I think, funny stories and things that I've learned along the way in life and in my travels that I would like to center this channel on. And this channel, I'm hoping, will be a great outlet for that. So for the topics I'd like to cover, everything is really fair game. So there's a component of this which I would like to make a little bit more mindset focused, business focused, startup focused, and there's a whole other set of topics that I find interesting that I want to share that's kind of more life related. So it might be more philosophy, it might be more world events, it might be more just life and living in Shanghai, and I'm happy to look at the comments and read about what you guys are interested in hearing about. Please, feel free to suggest topics, feel free to ask questions, and I'll try and cover that in videos. And based on the feedback that I get, I'll try and cater these videos to what you, the audience, finds interesting. Because my goal is to run this to learn about myself, but also to provide value. I don't want you guys just to be watching my videos and being bored out of your mind or not getting any value out of it. So, I may not be the expert in everything, but I'll do my best to share the knowledge and data points that I've learned in my life with you guys, and hopefully that'll be inspirational or helpful to some of you. So what could have possessed me to start my own YouTube channel? First, I started pretty late. I think it was very clear that YouTube and creating videos was going to be a thing a couple of years ago, and it took me a long time to get to this point. Partly because I was just so busy with startups and trying to build something. Always, it's kind of my mindset, and it took kind of a life change to open up my possibility of me to do this and to push me to do this, really. And now I think that living in Shanghai, there is an interesting perspective that I can provide, which is that of an American that was interested in startups, Asian American, moving to Shanghai, and living life and adjusting here. So why do I want to put together this channel? The reason I want to put together this channel is because I think that I have kind of a unique perspective. I grew up in San Francisco, spent most of my life in the US, and recently moved to China. And now I've had the opportunity to engage with a lot of interesting, smart, talented people. But I also see, for some of those people, they don't necessarily have the same perspective as me. And that's not good or bad, but I'd like to put out some of what I've learned to see if it can help any of you, right? If you're interested in startups, if you're interested in business, if you're interested in moving and living somewhere else, if you're interested in specifically coming to Shanghai or even going back to Silicon Valley, hopefully this video will provide some information to help you make that decision, some information to help you make better choices, and also just to hear another perspective. But at the end of the day, I want to make sure that these videos are also valuable for you. So please, in the comment section, let me know what you like, what you dislike, topics that you'd like to hear about. Please feel free to ask me questions about my past or anything that's related to you that you think that I may be able to give you some advice on or chime in on. You can probably tell that I'm not very good at this. I've never done anything like this before. This is really the first time that I have talked to a camera so intimately, talked to a camera so long, and it's quite a different experience. It's a little bit strange and awkward, mainly because there's not a lot to go off of, so I just have to, summon all my energy and try and direct it at the camera. And the camera is kind of apathetic. It doesn't care too much about how I'm doing. But I'm going to try not to worry about that, because over time I am sure that I'm going to get better. Just like anything else, the first couple times are going to be hard, they're going to be awkward, but what's important is I put out the videos and I keep doing them, and based on your feedback and what I see in the comment section, I can improve my craft. I will only improve, just like you will only get better when you first start something. It will be hard at first, it might suck, you might give up, but if you don't give up, you'll improve, and over time you'll become better, and hopefully you'll become a master and great at something. I hope you guys enjoy, and please stay tuned, follow and subscribe, and like.